Oh, good morning.
To enter the roundabout after 1.5 miles.
Yeah. Yeah, good morning. It's Monday. Beautiful day to start with. Don't know what the rest of the day is going to be like, but it's beautiful at the moment. I had a bit of a catastrophe as I pulled out the yard and my coffee went over. It's in a clip top flask, but I had the clip top open and it didn't have it in its holder and it fell over, so I got coffee everywhere. So I'll be pulling over into Ranham's, which is 5 minutes up the road, to sort myself out and mop up a bit. It's gone bloody everywhere. Dashboard swimming. Anyway, we're off to Bridgend today. Going to be going across the Prince of Wales Bridge, which is the new bridge, so I'm going to hopefully try and record that. Don't hold me to it. Camera's temperamental, a bit like the driver. Yeah, good weekend this weekend. Good weekend. Tried not to let too many things get on top of me, even though I could have slipped into a bad state of mind looking at those fucking idiots on TV desecrating war memorials. Don't get me wrong, Black Lives Matter. I don't have an issue with that at all. I think they're right. But to desecrate a war monument, you've got to be fucking kidding me. It's because of those people on that monument that you got the right to be able to do what you can do today. Just think what it would have been like. Shut the fuck up, woman. You would have thought they would have been all in favour, because without that,
roundabout, take the third exit.
They wouldn't have been able to do nothing. Anyway, I've started, haven't I?
Take the third exit towards M3 to the Midlands.
Yeah, we're going. I've got to think of a name for her. She does fucking rabbit on a bit. You think of a name? And it can't be a name or a girl's or a woman's name that I know, because that would just remind me of them. So I can't call it the name of me first or second wife, for argument's sake, because that would just be wrong, wouldn't it? Or me current wife, because that would be definitely wrong, because I don't particularly like this woman on the sat nav, and I quite like my wife. So I've got to think of a name that I've never used before. What's going on here? What's going on? Fucking eating's on. Well, am I going the right way? Yeah. So I think where I'm going then. Yeah, A34 M4. Job done, straight in. Plenty of time to get there.
Prepare to keep left towards M3 to the Midlands.
Just as well, because I've got to spend 10 minutes mopping up fucking coffee now. So, yeah, unscheduled stop straight away within 10 minutes. Not really in the plan. But that's one of those things, I guess. It's just one of those things, and that's why you always allow yourself plenty of time. Or I like to allow myself plenty of time. I ain't rushing anywhere, because you just don't know what's going to happen, you know? So, you know, it's a 3-hour drive over there. 2.5 to 3 hours. Well, 2.5, yeah. 3 hours realistically. 2.5. But I've allowed 4. And that also means I can hopefully get in a 45-minute break. You know, stretch my legs, have a brew, get some breakfast, and not kill myself in the process, which is what the game's all about, really. It's about being a bit smarter. So anyway, I'm about to pull into Ranham's now. Do a bit of housekeeping. Fucking hell. I even got coffee out the windscreen. Don't know how I managed to get up there. Let's get in here and look. Look, Costa drive-through open. Look at that, fucking desperate for a coffee. Should be fucking banned.
Recalculating. Take the next right.
Plenty of space in here today. Look at this. Yeah, I know. Oh, look at that. I can go anywhere I like. I'm just going to go back here and then down to the front.
Recalculating.
Yeah, I know you are. Got to think of a name for her. Right, I'm going to stop here. I'm going to stop you. Anyway, speak to you later. Right, back again. That was 5 minutes where I had to do a bit of clearing up. Just where that white van is there, you can just see him there. That's where I was coming down here.
Towards M3 to the Midlands.
And he didn't stop because he come out the garage and drove straight inside of me. Fucking idiot. Yeah, it didn't stop. You let me out? Yeah, good man. Right, we're off again. I've lost the majority of my coffee in my flask. That's alright. We can cope. Yeah, the vast majority of it, when we've got a little table on the top of the dashboard here. And I reckon most of it is now down in the well, most of it went over the edge into the window where the window recess is there, and underneath the dash. So if you have any electrical issues later, we'll know why.
Keep left towards M3 to the Midlands.
So we're keeping lefting onto the M3. Then I'll peel off after that at North Winchester. Oh, my throat's dying today. And then we're going up the A34 till we hit the M4 and then turning left and M4 all the way to Bridgend. We'll be stopping at Swindon Services.
Prepare to keep right towards M3 to the Midlands.
Yeah, we're doing that. Clarissa? Is that a good name? Clarissa. Bit of a mouthful though, isn't it? Trying to think of one syllable girls' names that I don't know. Yeah. Tricky. Tricky. Try and think. Trouble is, when you try and think of a name, you always revert. You're always thinking of people that you know, don't you? You're coming up with their names. Jules, slow it down. What's going on? I want to move over. There's loads of cars here now. Motorbike. Oh, all sorts going on. Right. What's motorbike doing? He's moved over. So
after 0.6 miles, keep right towards M3 to the Midlands.
Yes, I know. Jill. Do I know a Jill?
Keep right towards
Jill?
M3 to the Midlands.
I don't think I know a Jill. I don't know a Jill. Jilly? Yeah, Jilly. Okay, I think that could be that's the front runner, Jilly. Can't think of anything else. Versus the M3, there's a bit more traffic on the road.
Drive for 7.7 miles.
I could do with a slug of coffee now, but I ain't got much left. It's got to last me an hour. What do you reckon? Do you like that view better? Don't know why I'm asking you, because no one fucking watches these videos. I'm talking to myself, I think. I think the only person that watches them is me. And half time they send me, I've fallen asleep watching my own video once. Fuck me. They're obviously good. Fucking bore myself to sleep. Sleep? Sleep. Yeah, come on in. Is he going to say thank you? I flushed you in. Go on in. Say thank you. Yeah, thank you. See? Good man. Ugh. Yeah, good weekend. Saturday morning, you'll have already seen it. Well, I don't know whether you will have already seen it. If you don't watch these videos, then you won't have seen it. If you do, thank you very much, and you might have seen it. But we went down to the beach for breakfast. Down at Milford-on-Sea, just watched the waves. We were down there for about an hour or so. Just sat and watched the waves coming in, you know, watched the tide come in. It didn't come in much, but it was bloody windy down there, but we got a sheltered spot and it was nice and sunny, and it was on the nippy side. You needed a coat on, you know, but yeah, it was a nice chance just to reset, you know. We've had a hard few weeks really, and it was nice just to go down there, reset. We had a good Friday night when I got home. I got home nice and early on Friday. I was home for about 2:30, which was really nice. 2:30, 3 o'clock, 3 o'clock I think, which was really nice. And yeah, we went down there, had a bit of a reset, had a few croissants and got the Danish pastries, and it was just a cup of coffee. And it was just nice, just relaxing, chilled out, and you know, just reset. You just got that reset button, didn't you? And we needed it. And the rest of the weekend was pretty good. Well, it was very good actually. Enjoyed it, nice and relaxing. Didn't really do too much on Sunday. Moved the barbecue about, didn't clean it. I can't find my gas bottle spanner either. God knows where that is. I need, we were going to have a barbecue. A, it wasn't very warm on Saturday to have a barbecue, so I cooked it all in the oven. And B, I'd realised that we were more or less out of gas. I reckon I'd have got half a sausage cooked. So I need a new gas canister. I'll do that this weekend. Saturday morning I'll go and get a gas bottle spanner, and we'll go from there. Oh, yawning well. Got up at I got up just before 5. The alarm was due to go at 5, and I woke at 1:45 to see what time it was. And it was about, I think it was 46 or 04:46. I was bursting for a pee, and I thought, you know what, I ain't gonna get back to sleep. So I got up. Gave me a bit more time to not have to rush around like a lunatic. Which I absolutely hate doing. I'd rather be an hour early than a minute late. I think the picture is quite good here. It's right, more or less right in front of me. So it's from a driver's view. This is what more or less what I'm getting. That's what I see. I know you don't get to see me when it's over the other side. You get to see me, don't you? But geez, who wants to see a fat hairy bloke? traffic on the road today, look. People are starting to go back to work, aren't they, you know? I don't know what's going on with this. Whether it's right or wrong, I don't know. Is it still about? Is it, you know? If everyone went back to normal today, what would happen? I don't know. No idea. Last night I need to go and get some milk.
To exit the highway towards A34 to the Midlands.
Yes,
after 1.9 miles.
Yeah, thank you. So we went out to get milk about 8:30 last night, and you know, we both went, and oh excuse me, we went into a little Tesco's Metro in New Milton. And we both wore face masks, and it came out going, but A, we were the only ones in there wearing fucking masks. There weren't many in there, but that's not the point. There's just nobody seems to be wearing masks, and you can't keep 2 meters away from anyone in there. It's just mental. Good turners. He didn't say thank you. So yeah, we both went in, wore masks, got what we needed. I think we didn't get too much, and got back in the car and we had taken the masks off, and it was like, you know, who'd have thought we'd have, you know, you got to wear a mask. Well, you got to feel safe. And the right thing to do is to wear a mask. When you're going into a shop to buy milk,
exit the highway towards A34 to the Midlands.
You know, you just what strange times we live in. What strange times we live in. I don't know. Right, about to come off. This is Winnell Roundabout. For those of you that don't know.
Exit the highway towards A34 to the Midlands.
That beep you can hear, that's me putting on the exhaust brake, which knocks off the adaptive cruise control, and it warns me to let me know that the cruise control is being turned off.
After 1,000 feet, enter the roundabout, take the second exit towards A34 to the Midlands.
We're going to make these lights, I don't know. Not very well stopping, it's getting going again, it's the problem. No, we're not. It's alright.
Enter the roundabout, take the second exit.
I'm in no rush. How many people in that car? 3 people. Nice and gently away.
Take the second exit towards A34 towards Stockbridge.
People in that Merc aren't really getting on with it. I know I am.
Drive for 3/4 of a mile.
You're going to slow me down, aren't you? Yeah, look at that. So you go to overtake a lorry and then slow down.
Prepare to keep left after half a mile.
Come on, foot down.
mobile speed camera ahead. Reduce your speed.
Oh, here we go, Jilly. You need to turn your alert points off.
After 1,000 feet, keep left towards South Scotney. Keep left.
You're going to speed up now? Yeah.
Drive for 28 miles.
Miles to the M4. Right, let's turn these tapping to the old screen on the sat nav. Jilly the finger. So cruise control set to 52, 28 miles. I watch a few American vloggers, truck drivers, and I don't know why I watch them, but yeah, I watch a few. They're setting the cruise control to things like 65, 70 mile an hour. Fucking hell. I don't know if I'd want to drive 70 mile an hour in one of these, to be totally honest with you. All I can say is your roads are clearly a lot wider and a lot smoother. 70 mile an hour along here in this. Fuck me, I bounced into the field. In this particular truck I can set the cruise to 54, and I tend to keep it down a bit because I like to keep me fuel, I like to keep me percentage readings good. Yeah, the extra time, you might get to a destination 2 or 3 minutes earlier, 2 or 3 minutes, that's all. It just isn't worth the extra hassle and the extra risk of overspeeding, which you tend to do when you've got it's bad enough trying to keep the overspeeds on these DAFs down when it's set at 52, let alone set at 54. So I was trying to keep it down, and it's a sensible speed, you know. Speed kills at the end of the day. If you're doing 70 mile an hour on one of these, fucking hell. You know, you got no chance of, you got fully laden up. That's why you see these crashes in America. I'm not saying that they don't have crashes in this country, but fuck me, you know, the crashes over there, the rear ends that you see over there are just, you know, you got a truck doing 70 mile an hour. Ooh, sponge. That's what you're going to be, sponge. So I think the speeds that we do in the trucks in the UK are about right. So I suppose maybe you could argue the point that you could go a little bit faster on the motorways, and yeah, I dare say you could, but at the moment it's nice and quiet, but when it's busy you've got no chance of doing that anyway. I'm quite happy sitting at 52. I'm not, and the other thing is, like over in the States, aren't you, that you're paid by the mile, aren't you? A lot of drivers. See, all that does is it encourages you to get your foot down and to get the job done quicker and take unnecessary risks and beat your clock. I know the fines are high, but you know, you're going to have a lot of people running bent. Bad enough in this country now when there's no need to run bent. He didn't say thank you. The first one did, second one didn't. coffee left. Out of a full, it's got to be over half a litre. A coffee that has ended up down around my dashboard. Oh well. On the bright side, not my truck. I was once, I've had company cars before, and back in the bad old days, when I wasn't a conscientious driver, when I used to rag it everywhere, I remember once eating a hot steak and kidney pie. It was really hot. So I took a mouthful and it was really hot. There was loads of gravy going out. It was a nice pie. I'd only taken a couple of mouthfuls out the top bit, so I bit the top off, you know, bit like, you know, around the end. And suddenly I had a car stopped in front of me, so I had to hit the brakes hard, let go of the steak and kidney pie, which flew down the dashboard, and the contents of the steak and kidney pie went straight down the front grills in the dash in the heater vents, which is what's happened to my coffee today. It went straight down into there, and of course it all ran in there. By the time I'd got to a few minutes later to try and hook it all out, it would all drain, most of it had drained out. That car stank of steak and kidney pie for ages. Thankfully, back then we only had we had a deal with Vauxhall. We were looking after Vauxhall warranties, and as part of the deal, you had a new car every. Well, we used to pick them up in Bristol, and we used to pick cars up. I mean, I remember going in there one day, and they said to me, "Oh, we've got 2 cars here for you." I said, 2? He said, "Yeah, we've got 2 cars registered for you." I said, "Well, I can't take 2." He said, "Well, drive that one around for a few days and then bring it back and you can have this one." So I did, and that's more or less what used to happen. It was, you know, every couple of thousand miles we get a new car. All Vauxhalls. I had, that was back in the day of the Astras. I had Astras. I had a 5 hatchback Astra. I had an estate Astra GLS, which was actually quite nice. It was quite a high spec car. And then Cavaliers, but they were relatively low spec. Yeah, and it was just constant Cavaliers and Cavaliers, and then yeah, Cavaliers, and then the last Cavalier that was in production before it went to Vectras, and then we swapped. Then we went over to Vectras, and we had a, I don't know, I think it was an LS Vectra that I had there, and then I went over to another company, and we had Mondeos. My first ever company car was a Citroen ZX, red one. I remember the first one, because we had a deal with Citroen. I was on the, I just had a hand-me-down really. I didn't have it that long, but it was alright. It was a nice little car, quite high spec. And then I had Vauxhalls, and then I had Nissan Primera, and again that was I must admit, I had that car for probably about, I got it when it had done about 60,000 miles, and I'd done over 100,000 miles on it, and they were serviced like clockwork. You know, they were serviced as soon as the service interval was up. It was in for a service. It was a 2-litre diesel, I think it was, and alright, there was no acceleration, because I don't even think it was a turbo. I don't think it was actually. No, it was just a 2-litre straight, so there was 0 acceleration. But my word to that, I had no. If I was going to buy a car at that stage, I would have highly recommended the Nissan Primera, purely and simply because I had nothing go wrong with it. There was absolutely, you know, I was putting it for service, right? It always out of interest, you say, you know, what's wrong with it? Nothing went wrong with it. Vauxhalls, I always had seemed to have something was dropping off or hanging off. And I moved to another company, and I had Mondeo, And then we swapped over to Vectras and a Mondeo. That was it was all right, did the job. And then I had then we went back to Vectras, and I had the first Vauxhall Vectra was a Vectra Arctic. The only reason they called it Arctic is it had a fucking aircon fitted to it. That was alright, did the job. Adaptive cruise control kicking in there, because these boys are all going fairly slow. And then I got a Vectra SRI, which was a lot better. But my word, the first one I had, I only had it about 5 weeks. I think I wrecked the engine in it. I was just hammered it to death. So I didn't have that long. Then I had another SRI. Then I had a bit of an Omega for a bit. And where did I go after that? Oh yeah, I went to another tracking company and had another Vectra. Had a GLS leather. That was quite nice. And then I bailed out and lost the plot a bit. Yeah, so I got a whole story to tell. One day you'll hear bits of it as we go. And I've done bits of all sorts. Another company car, I had a Fiat Bravo once. Fiat Bravo. That was for another company. Then I joined another company. Well, I was self-employed then, and now I had a whole range of different cars because of the job that I was doing. I could have me pick really, and I'd change cars every 3 or 4 weeks because of the work that I was doing. And yeah, I think the nicest car I had was a couple of Volvos. I actually had my dad's old Volvo. It was a 740 GLS. I think it was a W plate, and it was like driving an armchair. It was a 2.3 litre. When you put your foot down, it did go. It took a little bit of getting there. I did have a T5. I like my Volvos actually. I had a T5 Estate. That was a bit of kit. That was rapid actually. It was nice. And then I had more Mondeo. I had Vectras. I've had Omegas. I had more or less the same what I knew. I've never had a BMW though. Never owned a BMW. Don't know what it is about them. I've never really liked them. Got a van. Had a Ford Courier van once. All Corsas. Fiat 500. Had the 1.4 Sport. That was a rapid little car. What else have I had? Oh, Suzuki SJ. That was nice. That was good. I've had a Land Rover Series 2A, Land Rover Series 3. Well, the 2A was a short wheelbase. Series 3 was a long wheelbase. And a Range Rover, V8 Range Rover. That was fucking awesome. Just so thirsty. Jesus, I could watch the fuel gauge go down. But that was that just sounded beautiful. Yeah, I enjoyed that. And then what else have I had? Land Rover Freelander, 1800 petrol with a K series engine which blew head gaskets just because they did. Why I bought that, I don't know. Mental. But it was really comfortable. I must admit it was comfortable. It was the one with a removable roof. It was only a 4-seater. Good bit of space in the back, but it was a really high spec. Just lovely to drive. It was really comfy. I liked that. I did like the car. It was lovely. Pajero. Oh, my Paj. Which is the Japanese version of the Shogun, and I had the one with had the full winter spec, which is a higher spec one, and it was the The winter spec is different because it had a diesel preheater on it, and the cab was fully insulated, had heated mirrors, heated windscreen, and it was a few years old, but it was in really good condition. And the thing that got me, even to the day that I sold it, which was a reluctant sale to be totally honest with you, the day that I sold it, every single electrical item on that vehicle worked. All the mirrors worked. It had electric operated mirrors, controlled mirrors, heated mirrors, electric sunroof, heated seats. And what else did it have? It was just fully spec'd up, fully loaded. Nice little Morgan. And yeah, everything worked. Now you buy a car that's 15-20 years old now, and you're going to have some electrical gremlins. I mean, we've got one with a Merc now, the ML. The sensors, fucking another sensor gone on it. That goes into the garage on Thursday. The Hyundai we had, that was a nice car, really comfortable to drive. You could drive long distances and that. Didn't have cruise control. If it had cruise, it'd be even better. But you could drive long distance and that, and be really comfortable. But we had intermittent electrical problems with it, you know. So the heater control panel on it, you know, where the dials are, that went on it. 800 quid. We couldn't find one in the scrapyard, and shopped around for it, and the cheapest I could get was 800 quid. Oh, fucking hell. I mean, you didn't really want to scrap the car. You know, the car was worth 3-4 grand, I suppose, at that stage. In the end, the turbo blew on it, and it was quite funny, really. I put it on eBay for, I think, 1,800 quid, spares or repairs. Because to be honest with you, the car, there was absolutely nothing wrong with it other than the turbo had gone. Now I don't know how bad the turbo had gone. I took it into the garage and the bloke did a lot of tutting, whether he didn't want to do the job. But it was the turbo had definitely gone, and we don't know what other damage that it caused, but there was, I wasn't worth risking taking the chance of him pulling the engine apart and find out that there's another 2-3 grand's worth of damage to repair. So that I put it on eBay for 1,800 quid, buy it or best offer. Well, I didn't think I'd get many takers for it, to be honest with you, so I didn't look for the first 2 or 3 days. However, Kira was, and all of a sudden she phoned me up and said, "Have you checked eBay?" I said, "No." She said, "I think you do." She said, "It looks like it's sold." Sold? I said, "Oh, I better check." And what the bloke had done, he was a new bidder. He had very little. He only had 2 or 3 feet back, and he'd done a best offer, and I hadn't replied, so he'd upped the offer. I didn't reply, and I think you get 3 goes, don't you? So he upped the offer again, or yeah, he did it twice. So he had 1 more offer left, and he started off at £1,200, which, I'll be totally honest with you, if he'd have offered me £1,200 and I'd have seen it, I'd have taken it. Because the car to me was absolutely worthless. It was worth 100 quid, 200 quid scrap, 250 max, if I scrapped it out. So I'd have taken it, but as I didn't see it, he then upped it to 1,500. Didn't see it, and then finally hit the buy now at 1,800 quid. Happy days. So unfortunately the bloke, he came and got it, I wasn't there, and come and got it, took it away and got about 200 yards, and then it was parked 200 yards down the road for about nearly 2 weeks, I think it was. We got a little bit concerned because it was, well, you know, we'd sent the V5 off and everything, all that had been done, but all the neighbours are going, "Why's your car parked down the road?" Well, it's not actually our car anymore, we sold it. We've got no idea why it's parked. Well, we do, because it's fucked. Bloke tried to drive it. So eventually it went, and yeah. So that was the Hyundai. We had an E-Class E350 coupe, which was a dog's bollocks of a car, AMG, E350 AMG, and it was just fucking rapid. You'd be sat in a motorway at 70 mile an hour. Probably shouldn't be saying this, but you could put your foot down and be doing excessive speed as if you were going 0 to 60. It would just pull it exactly the same. It was just phenomenal, really good. So I've always fancied an ML, so we decided that we wanted a smaller car and a bigger car. We needed a four-wheel. I've had four-wheel drives for years now, and I just like them. I just like the size, and it's just practical. When we go to Holland, we take the bikes on the back, we're loaded up, you know, 2 kids and loads of luggage, and it just makes sense for us. You know, it suits us what we do, and we ended up buying this ML. We've had a few sensor issues. So anyway, I've waffled on enough of that. I've done about nearly 40 minutes there. Fucking hell. So anyway, the next thing you're going to see, hopefully, is me going over the bridge. So I'll leave it there. I'm going to fart a bit, belch a bit there, off camera. I don't think anyone needs to be listening to that. Anyway, speak to you later. Only me. We're just about to come into Membry Services. I'll be stopping here, quick break, replenish my coffee, and yeah, have a little break. So under a mile to go. I reckon it'll be quiet. We'll see. Traffic's pretty light, nothing much going on. Sat nav's about to throw a wobbly because it wants me to come off. Go on a magical mystery tour, but I'm not. Yeah, uneventful journey so far, apart from me coffee going everywhere. And here we go. Let's see. Look, sponge on the road. What's that? What was it? Don't know. Sponge. Go. No, you're still going to pull out. I reckon it'd be dead in here. Yeah, quiet.
Recalculating. Prepare to bear left after 0.4 miles.
Here we are. Let's get in here. Straighten her up. Oh, that'll do. Not really straight, but I don't care. That'll do me. There you go. So I'm going to have a quick break, wander over and use the facilities, and I'll speak to you in a bit. Well, we're sorted. Leaving Membry. Coffee made. Use the facilities. Ready to go. Bumpy along here.
After 1,000 feet, bear left onto M4.
Bit of rubbish. Jeez. Not even that many people using the services.
Buttons, you let me out. Drive for 7.6 miles.
Thank you, thank you. So back on the road again. M4 heading west, and old sat-nav's going to go a bit doolally now, because like I said before, I've updated the sat-nav. There's a cheapy version, Chinese version. It's pretty good. Yeah, reasonably good. It's it hasn't updated the fact that the bridge tolls going over the 7, both bridge tolls are now free. I don't know why. I don't know. So yeah. So as a result of that, it wants to take me up towards Cirencester and then down the M50 towards Cheltenham and M50 that way in, which is the way you would go if the bridges were shut, you know, but they're not, and they do often get shut because of high-sided vehicles, but for high-sided vehicles, like higher, but yeah, we're going to buck the system. Sunglasses on.
Prepare to exit the highway towards A419, towards Marlborough, after 1.9 miles.
No, Jilly, I'm not. I'm gonna keep on going. Anyway, that'll do for now. I'll put you on when I get to the bridge. Hello. M4, Bristol. Well, coming up to it. We've just gone past the junction for the M32, which is the M32. Bristol's going to be on my left as we're heading west. A bit of lane changing up here. Traffic's pretty light, although there's a bit about, but nothing too much. Sat-nav's going to try and
exit the highway towards M5 to the Midlands after 1.9 miles.
Yeah, she's going to try and take me off a different way. I'm going to ignore her. I'll do some lane changing in a minute. We want to just stay on the M4. It means I need to be in that middle lane. Trying to go across now while the going's good. They can go around me. Yeah, so yeah, it's a few miles to the bridge, but you may as well just we may as well just talk bollocks for a bit, and you can watch the hard shot. See, smart money. They spent thousands and thousands of, hundreds of thousands of pounds putting in the smart motorway, and then they've got the hard shoulder for emergency use only, which is fine by me, to be totally honest with you, because I don't like the smart motorways. But did they need to upgrade it in the first place if they're not going to fucking use it? Yeah. Where's the sense in any of that? No idea.
After 0.6 miles, exit the highway towards M5 to the Midlands.
See, they're still wanting to go up the M5 and join the M50 and down into Wales. There's no need. So traffic not too bad.
Exit the highway towards M5 to the Midlands.
No. M4. This is where she's going to have a meltdown. Any second now. Bear left. Keep left.
Keep right towards M5
Keep
to
right.
the Midlands.
Yeah. Well, it would have been if I'd have been over there. But I'm not. There she goes. She's going to go. She's going to like it.
Recalculating.
There you go. She's still recalculating.
Prepare to exit the highway towards M48 to services after 1.5 miles.
No. We're going over the bridge. Should get some good views. I don't know whether the tide's going to be in or out. I reckon out. Outish. It's not out. It's not going to be in. M4 South Wales, Newport 24, Cardiff 36. Well, I'm going the other side of Cardiff. See the old bridge straight ahead of us. Well, I can. I don't know whether you can or not. Don't know.
After 0.6 miles, exit the highway towards M48 to services.
Bridge we're going over to is over to our left. And I definitely don't think you're going to be able to see that.
exit the highway towards M48 to services.
No. The engine brake on. Call it the Jake over in the States.
Prepare to exit the highway towards A403 to services after 2.5 miles. Recalculating.
Recalculating. Still not liking it.
Prepare to exit the highway towards M49 towards Avonmouth after 3.1 miles.
So one more chance to come off the motorway. Stop you going over the bridge. When you're going to get a chance to see the bridge. Well, I can just see I can see the tips of it. Only a couple of minutes away now. Just a couple of minutes. Those are the old vapour trails up in the sky, which I guess you can see. Probably some planes flying somewhere then. Occasionally we see a plane fly over us home, but it's rare. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 trails I can see. Last chance to come off the motorway, M49 into Avonmouth. We're not taking that. Carrying on. Yeah, not a great deal of traffic going over here, look. M4, South Wales. Cardiff and Newport via bridge. That's the one. Start to see the bridge as we come round this next corner, I think. All of a sudden that'll loom up in front of us.
After 0.6 miles, exit the highway towards M49 towards Avonmouth.
No. Yeah, this is the last chance.
Exit the highway towards M49 towards Avonmouth.
Hopefully you can start to see the bridge now.
After 1,000 feet, enter the roundabout, take the third exit, onto M4. Enter the roundabout, take the third exit.
No.
Recalculating.
Yeah, recalculate.
Drive for 7.7 miles.
There we go. Right, the bridge. This is the Prince of Wales Bridge. Tide is in. That's in, that is. Dirty looking water though, isn't it? Cool, blimey. I suppose because it's all the sand and silt and mud that it's going across. Treacherous bit of water though, Severn along here. It's got one of the fastest tidal flows around. Absolutely treacherous. If you ever want a good book to read, Sean Conway, you know that ginger-headed guy with a big ginger beard? There's a lot of explorers, does cycles around the world and all that sort of malarkey. Bit of a extreme sport adventurer. He swam around the UK, and his book's, well, I can't remember what it's called. I've got it out, but it's well worth a read and well worth getting. If I remember, I'll try and put the link to it in the description below the film. Anyway, you know where. Yeah, the drop down box. You know what I'm talking about. I'll put the book in there. It's well worth getting. It's a bloody good read. He's a very good narrator. Yeah, but he swam around here, and yeah, well, he swam across here. So what do you reckon of the Bridgend? Oh, you'll... Well, it's not boring, is it? You get a pretty good view up here. I don't know how much. Yeah, I think you get to see quite a bit. Especially you get to see what I'm seeing. Been overtaken by another container, boy. Speed on, brother. Jeez. Speed on. Be off the bridge in a minute. The tide is right in. Last few times I've come across here, tide's always been out. It's definitely in at the moment. Phew. Yeah, that's in. You can see now, just to let you can see actually it does come all the way in. You can see where all the wood is piled up there, all the driftwood and that. Shit. That's where it can come into. So it's not in. It's not a mega high tide. But it's still in. Anyway, that's across the bridge. Yeah, I'm going to turn you off in a minute. I think I might leave you on for a few more minutes, and that'll be it. I've still got another, probably another about 39 miles to go, I think. So another 50 minutes, say, just under an hour. Yeah, I'm going to be in location unloading and then heading back to Southampton again, unless they decide to send me somewhere else. Let's see, find out later today. You know, technically I could be heading to Birmingham for a reload up in Manchester tomorrow, so into Birmingham get the container swapped over, or up north to get the container swapped over. Probably be into Birmingham to get it swapped, and then up the road. Who knows? Who knows? Yeah. So anyway, I'll leave you now, or rather, you're going to leave me. So I reckon I probably bored you to death. So that was my little trip into South Wales this morning. Hope you enjoyed it. If you like it, hit the like button. If you don't like it, hit the thumbs down button. I don't care. And if you really like it, make sure you subscribe to listen to me talking more bollocks. And you'll be one of the few subscribers, because I ain't got many. And I think some of the ones I've got are a load of, well, I don't know, a load of weirdos. I'm sure there's some very nice ones there. Oh, this is where the old toll bridge used to be, look. Oh, you just made it in. This is where the old toll bridge was. Going across here, they've sort of redesigned it and redone it. And that's, yeah, it used to be all along here. And of course now it's not needed. I think the old Billa got it now, or VOSA, or DVSA, whatever you like to call them these days. So yeah, that's where it used to be. Now we're in proper Wales now. Everything's going to be, oh look at that, be aware Welsh COVID rules apply. That means you can't fart over here. Otherwise Taffy Boy's going to stick one up you.
Prepare to keep right towards M4 towards Cardiff.
Yeah, that's it, M4 to Cardiff. I need to be in that right hand lane in a minute. Just get round here. Let these guys go by me and I'll move over. There's absolutely nothing behind me now, and I can see quite a way back. See back to the river. There's nothing there. Yeah, I'm gonna let you get on. I might have moved over a little bit too early actually. I think there's signs up here saying I need to move over. In a minute. Maybe. I don't know, what do I know? Just stuck in the middle lane now. If I move over to my left now. There we go, there's the sign, look. I'm alright. I'll stay where I am. I was just a little bit early. Nothing wrong with being early.